When people start off learning music or just learning an instrument or even just like a year or two into learning their instrument, they wonder how much time is actually perfect to actually just keep practicing their instrument. So some people may say like, oh, an hour is perfect. So like an hour every day or 2 hours every day. And then it seems like the more elite that you get, the better that you get, the more and more time you need to put in. But if you're just starting out, honestly, if as long as you stay consistent with an amount of time, or hell, even literally even practice. If you can't practice for like half an hour every day, just do it like 5 minutes every day, because it matters more that you're going to the instrument every day and then just doing something on it, right? Just practicing a little bit instead of having one day every week where you just practice for 2 hours. Honestly, that's not as good as playing like 10 minutes every day instead. I know that doesn't really make sense, but it's just quite odd to do with our brain. But that's from my personal experience. As long as you actually practice consistently, doesn't matter how long, just consistently, you will gain more benefit than having a long. It's like imagine studying. It's like imagine studying, like cramming. If you've heard of cramming before, like for an exam or something, where let's say you've got 1 week until an exam, all right? Would you practice every single day for 1 hour? So that's, Monday to Sunday, and then that next Monday is going to be your exam. Would you practice, for that exam for 1 hour every day, or would you practice Saturday and Sunday and then do 5 hours of study? Which one would you do? Now, option A is probably much, much better because then you don't have to like basically sacrifice your entire weekend or sleep at all. Okay, and also sleep, very, very important if you're trying to learn an instrument, because there was this there's a study. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to reference this study, but basically there's a study where basically when you're sleeping, right, people had like the scientists, they hooked up their brains and stuff, but when they're sleeping, it turns out that people's brains, they were like rerunning the same like practice, right, like the same questions that they were doing over and over again and backwards, like really fast as well, right? It turns out like sleep is actually extremely, extremely important for learning. So at least get like 7 hours of sleep when you're trying to learn an instrument and you want to learn it really, really quickly. But main lesson here that I learned anyway, I've been playing like piano for maybe 10 years, I'm not even sure now, but just practice consistently, like 10 minutes every day, then maybe increase it to 12 minutes. All right. And then there are going to be some days where you think, oh, but then what's the point? I'm probably just going to practice for maybe 5 minutes and that's it. That's fine. It counts as your practice. But just try to aim higher and higher when you can. And then when you reach a good level, like maybe 1 hour every day, that's pretty good. You don't have to keep increasing it from there as long as you practice. And as long as you're practicing the correct things, like the things that would bring you most benefits. Like there's a passage of music where you're struggling a lot on, then focus on that part instead of doing the intro where you're almost like you can do it like blindfolded. Focus on the things that you struggle on the most, then it should work out from there, and you'll like see that you learn the music much, much faster. Okay, just stay consistent, and then you will learn more and more. Okay, hope that helps. Bye bye.